coat on. She's on pins. You'd think she'd never seen her baby.
Oh, I'd be no different if it was our Jude's.
Oh, still no news on that front?
No.
Well, maybe she's better off without. I'd not wish this past week on nobody.
Oh, it'll all seem real once you get him home.
I know it's real, Joyce. I was there when he was born.
Come on, you.
Oh, yeah. Hey, feels grand as that. Yeah, it's almost as good as that time I had a neck and shoulder massage from Raquel Watts because I pulled a muscle. Yeah, did the trick, though. Got rid of all my knots.
Yeah, well, in here we get rid of nits, not knots. We can't guarantee that.
I was just wondering, like, if you got the chicken okay.
Yeah, I did, Tar.
All right. I don't suppose you fancy pictures tonight?
You suppose right.
Hello. Oh, you think you could fit me in at 5:30? You see, I've been decorating, you know, with Bill over the road, and my hair's all splattered with paint.
Would it avert you to had a night out with, lad?
You see, I was wearing a scarf, but it keeps slipping off.
Excuse me.
It's all right when he's running errands, isn't it? Bringing your presents. But when it comes to a night of pictures, it's too much to ask.
I don't see it's any of your flipping business what I do.
You're all the same, you hairdressers. Use men for what you can get and give nothing in return. Denise Osborne was just as bad.
What's she got to do with the price of fish?
Yeah, stringing fellas along was her speciality and all.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna find a proper barber, which is what I should have done in first place. Here, that'll cover shampoo.
CVs. Total waste of time. I mean, half of them are lies. And say you had a brilliant one, right? If they don't like the look of you when they see you, well, you've had it. That is, of course, if they see you. I mean, half of them don't even bother to reply.
I'm glad you're looking on the bright side. I'll get that.
Could I come in?
Who is it?
I thought he'd be at work.
He's lost his job. It's Sean for me. Yes?
We can't leave things like this.
What do you want? A goodbye kiss? So you and your ego can go away feeling good about yourselves?
Sorry I bothered you.
That was short and sweet.
Doesn't take long to say goodbye.
I thought you two were getting on.
Till he got fed up of being knocked back.
Oh. But you still go out with him?
Staying in with him, that's the problem.
Do you know, I wish more women as honest as you were. If you just said, I'm sorry, I don't fancy you, it'd save us all a load of grief, wouldn't it?
The problem is I do fancy him. Just can't do much about it, and it's not just him.
Look, Sam, if this is a woman-y problem, I mean, I'm not very...
Oh, don't worry, it's not gynecological. But there is a problem. I only knew for sure when I got married.
When you got what?
Oh, I didn't make a big deal of it. I've had dates that lasted longer.
Well, what happened?
I'd only known him a few months. Took me just a few hours to realise I'd made a huge mistake.
That sounds familiar.
Stuck it out for a couple of days and then I walked. Wasn't him. Wasn't his fault. He was a normal, average sort of guy. It's me that's not normal. Just couldn't stand him touching me.
Sam, was he... You know, was he, the first?
No, there'd been a couple of others. The first, because it wasn't cool to be a virgin. The second, because I thought, well, couldn't be as a big disaster as the first. But I was wrong. I kept saying to myself, well, maybe you're not cut out for one-night stands, you know. Maybe it'd be different if you were in a proper relationship. I mean, I love all the cuddling and I love all that stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I embarrassing you?
No. Well, a bit. But it's okay. Listen, does Sean, does he know about this?
Yeah, he's been remarkably understanding about it.
Well, I thought you said he was getting fed up with getting the knockback.
More with the way I deal with it. The other night, I even tried to get myself drunk, thinking it'd help.
Now, why did you do that?
Well, I thought he deserved something for putting up with me. but he said he didn't want to have to go with a woman who had to get paralytic before she'd let him near her. I'm going to blame him, eh?
Instant facelift for minimal outlay.
Yeah, great. Listen, Roy, Gail tells me you've been discussing the present partnership deal.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, we thought we'd better crack on, get it sorted. Now, I know it's got nothing to do with me, but if Gail's going to go for a loan, it's best that the bank manager knows that our old fella's behind us, so...
A loan for what?
Me buying 20% of your share, Roy. You did say it was a good idea.
I've no wish to be rude, but I've no recollection of saying any such thing.
No, hang on a minute. According to Gail, you agreed it's best that the majority share be in the hands of the most experienced partner.
Which is myself.
You've never worked in a cafe till you came here.
But I have been employed in catering most of my adult life. I mean, anyone versed in the ways of a 4-star hotel kitchen could run this place with one hand tied behind the back. Unless, of course, he were frying chips, in which case it might be rather dangerous.
Do you want a coffee?
Well, I was hoping for something hot, but it's not coffee.
Yes, well, I've got a perm to rinse off in 5 minutes.
I'll make it 10 and we're in with a chance.
Make it tonight, and I might think about it.
Well, that would be terrific, but unfortunately, I'm afraid I am working.
Working, yes, I know. They say policemen's lot's not very happy, but they don't mention the girlfriends, do they? So, have you seen Liz again?
Not recently.
Oh, right, so you don't know where she's up to with this Fraser guy, then?
Still working for him, as far as I know.
Is that it?
What do you want from me, sweetheart? I told her the score like you asked me to. The rest's up to her. Look, if there's nothing else on offer, I'll have that coffee. And then I better go, really.
Liz, I've been meaning to ask you. That grand I sent you, I trust it came in useful.
I didn't spend it.
I thought you had a problem with your solicitor's bill.
I made other arrangements. Did you honestly think I'd take money from a complete stranger?
Hardly a stranger. Like I said at the time, a friend of your son's.
But I didn't know you. Like I said to Jerry at the time, I didn't want it.
But he said it would be more than his life's worth. Dead right. So where is it?
In the building society till I could give it back to you.
Fair enough.
So you'll take it?
On one condition. You let me give you something else in its place. Not cash. I can see now how that would offend you.
You've just given me a pay rise, but I'll work to earn it. I don't want any presents.
No, you can't throw two things back in my face.
But I don't want...
No buts. The grand or the gift. It's your choice.
Only if it's something small.
Very small. Trust me.
Hi.
Deirdre, hi.
Yeah, I thought slumming it with the yuppies would make a nice change from beans on toast in Jim's caff.
Judging by the welcome, you must be a regular.
Hardly. But I am buying a glass of wine and a sandwich.
No, you're not. It's on the house, as you're a friend of Liz's.
That's very kind of you, Mr.
Henderson, but please call me Fraser. I've just bought the bar. So I hope we'll see you in here more often, Deirdre.
Fraser? That's not...
Very tasty. Don't suppose it's yours?
You're joking, aren't you? Look at running old banger, especially if my partner doesn't shape up.
What, torn up pulling his weight?
He pulls his weight when he's here, which isn't very often nowadays. Oh, aye. Recognise the face, remind me of the name.
Look, I'm sorry I'm late, mate.
Late? Should have been here at 8:30 this morning. It's no dinner time.
Well, if you're going to have a rumble, I'll load your coats. I like a good rumble, me.
Look, I'll stay behind late tonight, OK. Only there was this motor advertised and I couldn't not go and see it at the price.
Oh, I see where. Carlisle.
Hey, close, Lancaster. Well, the good news is I've managed to knock 'em down a couple of hundred and she's all mine. It's not quite in the same league as this little beauty, but I don't anticipate any problem pulling the babes.
Right.
So that means we'll see even less of you than we do now, eh?
I'll see you.
Oi!
Hiya. Have you changed your mind about tonight?
No, but there is something you can do for me. You can tell that creepy landlord of yours to get off me back.
Eh?
If there was a remote chance I might have gone out, you can forget it after the mouthful he just gave me.
Why, what's he said?
Just tell him to mind his own flaming business in future, right?
What was all that about?
Just warning the little plonker to keep Don Brennan away from me. Man's a psychopath.
Well, I know he's a bit odd, but I won't go that far. Well, if you aren't seeing the little plonker tonight, how about me and you, Grandma, too?
What about Alan? Is he working?
He's working. Well, you on?
Yeah, we haven't had a girls' night out for ages. Where should we go?
Ah, thanks, love. I hear your little grandson's doing nicely.
Thank God. Just wish...
What? Go on.
Well, none of my grandsons are a proper duck with, you know. You look at Tommy. He's more of an autumn these days. God knows what she's going to bring this one up as.
I think Tricia knows which side her bread's buttered, Vera.
Yeah, till she fancies pastures and you or another fella. But then where does that leave me and our Jack, eh? Sending birthday cards and Christmas presents from a grandma and granddad they barely know.
At least you've got grandchildren, Vera. More than some of us have.
Yeah.
And this is a longer race.
Yeah, has he got the stamina?
That's what I'm telling you. Look, he's in with better odds at 3 miles.
What'd you say to her?
Sorry, lad. Say to who?
Maxine.
Whoa, hang on.
Well, I don't know, Matt said something about not liking the way she was treating you, but it were no.
Note or not, you've put the mucks on any chance he had with her. I'll run my own love life, thanks very much, and don't need help from you.
I hope this won't affect our working relationship.
It was my fault, Roy. I misunderstood.
I just want you to know that, to all intents and purposes, we are on an equal footing. Alma never pulled rank, neither shall I.
Fine, Roy. Let's just forget it, eh?
Oh, can I help you?
Oh, Broadway Bakery.
Purveyor of cakes for all occasions. Well, we do have a regular supplier, Mr. Ramsey, but, oh, I'll have a look at your range.
But why are you still there? Why didn't you walk out the minute he walked in?
Good jobs are hard to find.
I don't believe I'm hearing this. You were terrified of him, of the way he was controlling your life.
Yeah, well, it's all right now. I can handle it.
Till when? They find you unconscious in the gutter.
There's no need to be melodramatic.
Liz, I couldn't exaggerate here if I tried. This is the man who had his tame thug break into your flat, who had Sean beaten up just for going out with you. Well, tell the police, Liz. They'll know what to do.
Deirdre, I do appreciate your concern, but let me deal with it in my own way, OK? I'll be fine, truly.
Has he threatened you?
No. As a matter of fact, it's been very pleasant.
You fancy him? Despite everything you know about him, you fancy him?
Don't talk rubbish. What the hell do you take me for?
One of them Sally passed on. I know it's daft being superstitious, but I didn't want to mend it, you know, in case.
Little champ's fighting fit now.
Hey, have you heard how Jamie's latest?
No.
Only wants to go and call him Eric.
As long as it isn't Gaza.
Yeah.
I know, we're going to have to call him something, aren't we? Could hardly keep calling him Little and...
I was thinking I might call him Terry. I want him to have some connection with his dad.
What for? Not as though he's going to clap eyes on him, is it? Unless the CSA track him down. I won't hold my breath waiting for that, because they're not going to have scores of private eyes scouring the streets for that low life.
It's my son's dad.
He's my son. He's still a low life. Anyway, what do we want to call him Terry for? Terence. You know, I mean, 30 years ago, aye, but names these days, Jordan, Damien, Liam.
Hey, I bet you don't know most popular lad's name last year.
No, go on.
Jack.
Jack, you know, never.
Yeah, Jack.
Mind you, I was a bit of a trendsetter, me. First, you know, a gang to wear winkle pickers.
I don't think your friend Deirdre approved of me.
She hardly knows you.
Knows of me, though.
I think I might have said something.
It's understandable the way I was putting the pressure on. You go out of your brains in that dump. Still, give her time, she'll change her mind. Like you.
What makes you think I am?
Right, we'll just see if we can see Liz, have a drink, and then we'll get off, yeah?
Hello, now
Nice to see you. Girls' night, is it?
Well, that depends on what talent you got round here, actually.
We are not on the pole.
Speak for yourself.
More friends? Gets better and better.
Maxine and Fiona, this is Mr. Henderson, my new boss.
Call me Fraser. Fiona is in Hair by Fiona. I was outside your place the other night, waiting for Liz. If you're also the Fiona that young Steve was always on about, I can quite see why.
Oh, you know him?
We met in the Nick. Been a bit of a bad lad in my time too, I'm afraid, but that's all in the past. You like champagne, Maxine?
Yeah, well, I do. Don't often get the chance.
Then this is your lucky night.
Oh, no, look, finding a job then, Chuck.
Well, put it this way, Vera, there's not a queue of headhunters at the door.
Oh, what I can't fathom is why you left the old place. I mean, you were well in there.
I left to pursue new challenges, Gary.
Oh, well, you did right, yeah. What new challenges?
I felt right. Charlie.
Well, don't blame me. I mean, you know what Roy's like, always waffling on, using half a dozen words where one will do.
How can you get hold of the wrong end of the stick like that?
He distinctly gave me the
Yeah,
impression...
but he never actually said, Gail, I want you to be major shareholder, did he?
And he took over with the patisserie man.
What?
Alma always left ordering the cakes to me. Well, what's funny?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm taking a bit of time out at the moment. You know, I just decided
It's not what I expected.
And what was that? A cross between Al Capone and the Cray twins?
Yeah, well, it just makes him that little bit more dangerous, doesn't it?
I don't see how.
Come on, Liz. He turned the charm on and you're knocked right off guard.
Says who?
It's obvious. The way you are with him.
Well, I have to put on some sort of act. If he gets the needle with me, he'll take it out on Steve.
Steve can look after himself.
I thought you were worried about him.
Yeah, well, I'm a little bit more worried about you at the moment. Seeing how deep in you're getting. And I doubt even Steve would want you putting yourself in danger for his sake.
I'm not in any danger.
Liz, Alan has told you what he's capable of.
He's keeping his eye on me.
Why do I get the feeling that something's going on that you two aren't telling me about?
What are you two gossiping about?
Fellas.
As if I need ask. Here, this one's dead, Liz. Get another bottle of bubbly for the girls, will you? I've got to make a quick call. Small delivery, I'm expecting.
Well, you certainly fell on your feet having a boss like that, didn't you? Oh, no offence, boss.
I thought Fiona might be in.
No, hasn't graced us with her lovely presence this evening. Why? She stood you up, son.
No, well, she wasn't expecting me or anything. I just got off earlier than I thought I would. Never mind, because pint now, I'm here.
Right.
Hey, I've decided. It's Brad.
Short for Bradley.
No, just Brad. Well, they don't call him Bradley Pitt, do they? And Terry for his middle name.
Oh, well, that's a nice thought, isn't it, Jack?
Aye.
Excuse me, may I buy you a drink, you know, to wet the new baby's head?
Oh, that's very nice of you, Curly. I'll have a large vodka, please.
I thought you would have still been on the orange juice.
Oh, Vera, if I never see an orange again, it'll be too soon.
You bet I ain't gonna be here.
Oh, no. Well, our Jamie came to no harm on a bottle. And Brad'll not want his man with saggy boobs. Am I right? I mean, it's probably half the cause of juvenile crime, mams who let themselves go.
Certainly a theory.
So that's it then, finito.
Seems to be the way she wants it.
And you?
I'd give it another shot.
Well, me and Claire had to leap a few hurdles to get here.
Well, hang on, I'm not saying I want to set up house with her, but...
You just don't want to say ta-ta.
No.
Well, what are you waiting for then? Go for it, mate.
I know you're on your own this time. His nibs is in the pub.
I do have other friends.
Here? Now?
No.
Last night, it wasn't you I was angry with. Me. I should have been able to handle it.
Not many men would.
Sex isn't everything.
So you'd settle for a platonic relationship, would you?
No, not permanently. But I'd settle for half a loaf meantime if the rest of it works.
Does it?
It does for me. What about you?
Depends how you score on your parachute jump. Yes, I'd settle for that. But then I would, wouldn't I? Because it's on my terms, which are pretty weird, you must admit.
As long as you know they're weird.
I'm not happy being the way I am, you know. I want to be normal, loving, sexy like everyone else. It's this damn barrier. Maybe I should try counselling.
Maybe you've just been with the wrong men.
Sean.
Well, blokes that won't stick around while you sort yourself out. I didn't mean I'm irresistible.
You're not bad.
Not bad. Well, that's a start.
There's no guarantee I will sort myself out, you know.
There's no guarantee you won't either. So, do we have another crack at it? Or do I go back and drown my sorrows with that other miserable beggar you share a roof with?
Small enough for you? It's in good nick. I've had it checked out. The papers are in your name.
I can't accept this.
It's either this or take the £1,000 back. It's no big deal, Liz. Save me a fortune in cab fares when you work late.
I don't know what to say.
A thank you kiss will do fine. Not compulsory.
I don't know what to make of you. You're not a bit how I thought.
Was that good or bad?
Confusing.
I've broken plenty of rules in my time. Told plenty of lies. But I'm not lying when I say that you are the sexiest woman that I've ever set eyes on. Sexy, vulnerable, great legs, a lot.
Are you sending me up?
Do I sound as if I am?